Well, I went to journalism school. I always wanted to be a storyteller. I think in the end, I did not choose to be a photojournalist. I think I was kind of, photojournalism chose me. As a photojournalist, we cover many kinds of stories, but in the last 10 years, I've pretty much dedicated myself to covering underrepresented communities. I was based in Mexico City for 13 years, and there I got to cover a lot of migration and a lot of the violence that surrounded the drug wars. So I did a lot of work in Central America, Latin America, and now I'm based in Phoenix, so I'm following up with the migration, but on the other side of the wall. There are many challenges. First of all, your life is not under any kind of schedule. You cannot schedule life because, news just happen, and you have to be ready to jump out of bed and, fly to Haiti because there was an earthquake. And so it's a challenge for your relationships, for your social life, because you're always canceling things but people who know you and understand what you do will accept that. As a photojournalist, you cannot interfere with what's happening in front of you, and that means I'm not gonna stage anything. I'm not gonna ask people to do what they're doing, but I have to be there and I have to be very close to them. And of course, sometimes you relate a lot with what people are going through, but I think that it's important to understand what's your role in there. So let's say I'm in Haiti and it's an earthquake and there's a lot of injured people. Although it's hard for me just to watch it, I feel like it's important for me to take a step back and understand what is my position. My position is my role in this situation is to document it the best way I can, to send the stories out, and eventually get more help, get more organizations working, and try to be as a truthful observer as I can possibly be. My work is a document. We document history, we document traditions, cultures, we preserve memories, and we expose issues. I teach at a variety of places. I teach at a workshop called the Photojournalism Workshop, which is a pro bono work that photojournalists do. We go around the world, and the goal here is to empower people to tell their own stories. I also teach at ICP in New York, International Center of Photography. I teach a weekend workshop for the documentary at the documentary program. And this semester I taught visual journalism at the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism at Arizona State University. We teach them ethics. We teach them, how to understand a story, how to translate this visually, and most of all, the ethics of photojournalism. So this is photographing people at their most vulnerable moments. Is unfortunately one of the most common things we do in photojournalism. 2 years ago, I did a story for the New York Times. We went to the border in Arizona, in Sasabe, and we photographed some migrants that were being deported, and we photographed this man who was from Central America, and he had just been deported like 5 minutes before, and he was calling his mother. He was completely distressed, and this photo was on the cover of the New York Times. And after that, they stopped. These people were being deported into this area that's called Sasabe. And it's a very remote area, and it's a very dangerous place on the Mexican side that's dominated by the cartels. And it's a small town that has no resources. So that was one of the images that resulted in them stop being deported into that area. I believe that there are stories that have to be told even when the deadlines die down. There's so many things I love about what I do, but I think what I love the most is this possibility of being with so many different people and situations, just to get into people's homes and, and lives. And I think this, and to do this, people have to trust you, and this is something that I do not take lightly. I think I don't take it for granted. I think it's a huge privilege to be able to witness and share stories of other people.